everybody. Helps if I bring my mic over here. Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's Monday afternoon, which means many of y'all are having a rotten day because it's Monday. However, I am cleaning up old Legion content. Why? Because there's a crap ton of it needs to be doing, so I'm gonna do it. So I went and looked around on my I actually have a spreadsheet of transmogs. Where is it? I just rearranged all my icons in my taskbar, so I can't find anything right now. So I went through all of the artifact weapons on all of the classes, all of the specs, to find out which ones I wanted. Now, bearing in mind that since the end of Legion, players cannot get any of the Mage Tower unlocks unless you've unlocked the first one in that row. One thing I really hated about the Legion unlocks, or the artifact unlocks. Let's see if I can actually show you what I'm talking about. I don't think I can. Oh, that's the dressing room. It's not what I was looking for. Also not what I was looking for. You can look at the traits, but you can't actually see. Nah. You can't actually look at the appearances unless you're looking at it through the thing at the place. However, bottom line here is, if you didn't unlock the first, it was like a grid, you know, like a, there's row, there's column, well, there's rows go across. And if you didn't, and for every row, if you didn't get the first item in the row, then you could not use any of the items in the rest of the row. However, as long as you unlock the first one, then you can use any of the ones that you earned in the other columns of that row. So out of the Mage Tower ones that are no longer available to acquire, that first little one, I only managed to get the Balance Druid one, which you're actually seeing right here. Frost Mage, Fire Mage, and Bear Doan resubscribing. Thank you, Bear Doan. How you doing, my favorite Scotsman this side of Billy Connolly and David Tennant? How you doing? It's actually easier to demonstrate if I'm where I need to be. But I ain't gonna bother. So, you know, I am gonna bother because it's been a while since I've actually done this. So we are going to... you know what? I could do, you know, like, I'm a druid. I've got flight form. I don't give a crap. I'm gonna ride a sparkly, shiny pony. It's made of stars because... And apparently my, my companion here is just gonna fly like that. It'll be amazing. That's actually kind of funny. Hi, Thief Kitty. Wow, run into a temple wall. Hi. So, Thief Kitty, this boy, such a good boy last night. Yes, he was. He caught himself a mouse, a real live mouse in the house. Oh, you stinky butt. And then he and Mystery proceeded to chase it around this basement room, and it was very much like an episode of Benny Hill. But before I could capture it safely, it ran... I have the finished basement and then the unfinished basement. And there's a door connecting the two, and it's normally closed, so these buttheads can't get into it. And, well, let's just say the mouse got under the door. So the mouse is somewhere in the unfinished portion of the basement. I honestly think that's where the mouse came from. Hi. Oh. Listen to that purr. Listen to that purr. Oh, he's so purring. Hey, it's a boss. We're not gonna even fight it. It's an elite rare mob. So if you were following this path and you were anything other than a druid, you'd get ejected because you're not a druid. Now, as a druid, I do have flight form, but for some reason, I just don't like to necessarily use it. So this is like the border of the Dream Grove. I think I went too far. I did go too far. Oops. Should be able to just fly right in. Oh, I flew past it. So with I say legendary weapons, duh. Wrong place. With artifact weapons, must have an artifact equipped. Well, I'll use the Scyther Loon because that's the one for my spec right now. You get these appearances. First row is your basic appearance. This is what it normally looks like. And then you can get this if you recover one of the pillars of creation, which I never did on this character. Oh, you are purring. However, apparently I did recover Light's Heart and bring it back to this place. And I completed the first major campaign effort. And I completed the entire class hall storyline. So my scythe can look like this. So basically the way it works is if you unlock the first thing in every row, you can then use anything else in the row. The really weird thing is that I have this one unlocked, but I don't have this one unlocked. Very weird. So this is like your upgraded version of the item. This is the you've done group content version of the item. But the one that really sucks is complete the quest line Balance of Power. And it's this huge ass laundry list of quests to do. Right? And it's not account wide. This achievement, this item is actually an archaeology crafting series of items to find, but this is apparently an account-wide achievement now. So Balance of Power is this big long quest line requiring like mythic runs in various dungeons and raids and blah blah blah. But if you this second item in the list is actually really easy to get because you just go kill world bosses until it happens. So my paladin has this done, has the achievement Unleash Monstrosities, but because she hasn't yet completed Balance of Power, I can't use her second item here, which kind of bites. And actually all of these require completing Balance of Power. And it's a per character thing. Zifi, you are such a butthead. This is the PvP one. Of course, it's supposed to look badass. I really don't care. There's a few of the PvP ones that I really like on other classes and whatnot. But I don't feel particularly compelled to PvP for them. Some of them I will because I actually really like the version, but you know. And this is the one that you get for hi. Tummy tickles. Tummy tickles. This is the one from the Mage Tower, which if you didn't complete it during Legion, you don't get it ever. So on a character that never did its Mage Tower challenge, it'll say what it is, but it'll have blocks here so you can't see what it was. Which, personally, I think what they should have done is just not even have that listed, because in all of these boxes, the UI would actually scale based on which ones you had. For example, so this is the PvP ranks. This is the hidden one. Kind of want that one. This one's really cool. See, that's pretty cool. I think this one has to be... either has to be account-wide or at least a thing where you would have unlocked a hidden artifact appearance for one of your specs. It wouldn't matter which one. Because I have... Hi. Because I have this on my Paladin, and the Paladin, for Retribution Paladin, is actually the Corrupted Ashbringer. And I have this slot unlocked on my Paladin, but it was my Holy Paladin who actually has its hidden appearance. I don't have the main hidden appearance for my Retribution Paladin. Oh, hi. You're such a butthead. Oh, yes, you are. So I've got this one. This is the one I really want. The thing is, I have to kill 1,000 enemy players after unlocking it. I don't even know how I managed to get to 417, but I think I might PvP later today. I might. And there's the purple one. I kind of like that one, actually. Kind of looks like Druid's Fire, doesn't it? So you can PvP. Hi, kitty. By just playing random battlegrounds. Hi. What you doing? Now we're actually gonna, just for shits and grins, we're gonna solo queue for this and see what happens. In the meantime, I actually didn't mean to use that one. I will actually switch out for my regular stat. Hi, cat. Because it looks cool. So we'll see what happens. If the queue pops, then I will PvP a little bit, and we'll see how it goes, and see if I kill any more players. In the meantime, I have elected to use my travel form this time. Elected to work on the quest line. Are you there? You finally went to flight form like me. Alright. Apparently, my bodyguard here gets a little bit confused if I'm not in flight form. I'm actually kind of like, why am I doing this? Because I'm not even particularly caring about that artifact weapon appearance. Let me go take a look at something real quick. Sunkeeper's reach number 4. Killing all the players. Okay, this was to get one for the Guardian Druid. Okay. So, doing this quest line is to get something for my bear form.
Blood harpies are using dark magic to turn acolytes of Elothair to stone. Save our noble allies from the harpy curse.
Nope, not gonna. I'm gonna stay where I'm supposed to be and do the quests I'm supposed to do. I want to stay focused. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Thank you, traveler. All is not yet lost.
Flee the flesh and scatter the bones! Flee the flesh and scatter the bones!
Nature's foes shall perish.
I need to target something first.
Ella's here be with you, friend of the grove. Be blessed, young one.
Trying to avoid doing side quests here, because one of the things the game does is it'll pop up these bonus objectives for you, or actual auto bestow quests. I'm like, no. Actually, I think Magula might be part of what I'm doing here. So let's kick her butt. It's been so long since I've actually played through this content, so.
Fools! This forest will soon die, and you with it! Wretched! Soon you will follow me in death.
I don't think so. Let me get up out of here. It's the Pandaria. Gonna do a wee bit of PvP. I have no idea what I'm doing. Some good names in here. Micah. Nymph. See how this goes. So it's, yeah, I'm not a fan of PvP, but I won't necessarily say no to it. Just involuntary PvP is what I dislike. I mean, and there's also a difference between, oh, hey, we're gonna gate, you know, this legendary item achievement behind some mild PvP. That's not that big of a deal to me.
I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
Let's get my boomkin form.
I'm under target. I don't have a target. I need to target something.
Yes, I know. Ow. Hi, you. Yeah, I'm gonna die, and that's okay. I mean, that's the whole point. Is you know you're gonna die. It's not that big of a huge deal. And honestly, win, lose, it doesn't really matter that much. You see, I'm not a fan of PvP in general terms. Oh, that person's got the, got a very nice trinket there. looking to see if I'd gotten any, I mean, I've been getting awarded honor. I don't think I've actually been getting any player kills, though. All those messages are coming from DBM, Deadly Boss Mods. Gonna res or what, dude?
I need to get closer.
And most of these folks are folks that have, you know, they PvP all the time. They've got PvP gear, which I don't. So we'll see how many kills I have after the fight is over. We'll see.
I'm out of range.
And this will go until the Horde wins, because it looks like they're getting to the winning part. And the goal really here is not so much to
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
well, it wasn't the worst. So I got no killing blows. However, it still counts that I got 10 honorable kills. Yeah, we got our heads handed to us by the Horde. No, I don't think so, Midnight.
Harpies are using dark magic to turn acolytes of Elothair to
There's still some
stone.
PvP gear that you can buy.
Save our noble allies from the Harpy curse.
Actually, I'm going to turn off an add-on. It's driving me bananas right now. I don't need it. Where is it? Typically, you buy PvP gear in Ashran or War Spear, depending on where you are. Depending on which faction you are. One of the cool things Blizz did is this mount didn't used to be able to fly. They went and said, okay, we'll let the damn thing fly.
Ishnu Daldien.
Now why won't you
Careful.
complete the quest?
What brings you here?
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
We've locked ground.
One of my add-ons is actually preventing the completion of quests. I haven't figured out which add-on it is yet. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this. So we'll turn Azeroth Autopilot back on. And what this particular add-on does is it's supposed to help you power level, you know, to be more efficient leveling. Okay, now in the interface, I don't want it to automatically accept or turn requests. Let's see if this does anything.
Hello.
There we go. Maybe. Actually, might be. I think it's Wellhead Looter, because that was the one that generated the error message.
May the stars guide you.
Oh, hang on here. DBM of Doom. But generally, yeah, the PvP quartermasters are on Ashran, even though it's 2 expansions ago.
Elune Adore.
Factionizer's turned off as well, but at least it's working right.
Ashan
Alright, kill some furbolgs because, you know, we gotta kill the furbolgs.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
And this particular skill, Starfall, is totally what saved my bacon when I was doing the Mage Tower for this spec back in the day.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Yeah, Brol, you're awake.
Nature's foes shall perish.
Yes, Mom.
I don't have a target.
I do have a target. He's right there. One more Furbolg. Right up there, you.
Nature's foes shall perish.
I need a target.
I stand with you.
Well, that's nice, Brol.
Vishnu Allah.
So the first time I ever saw Brol Bearmantle in the lore I'm sure he'd been in the lore before, but he was a character in a comic book. The comic book that told the story of what happened to Varian Wrynn when he had been kidnapped and split in two and
Farewell.
mind wiped and stuff. Sargareth! Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. This is true. So if we complete enough of this quest line, it's going to be super sad. Because it's basically you have to acquire the Tears of Elune.
Darkness surrounds us. Go with speed.
These druids were weak. I hope you have more fight in you than they did. Theon, you fool! You've already lost!
We must protect the Vale. Move swiftly. Find me when Kagraxis has been slain. I sense an even darker presence here.
You think?
Soon, this wretched forest will be
You need to get me out of this
darkness.
cage. We're in more danger than you suspect.
Stars.
The darkness will overwhelm you.
There's two different versions of this quest that I'm doing right here. There's the one that you get if you've already done the entire Val'sharah storyline. And there's the one that you get if you don't. Oh, I gotta actually release her. Whatever.
Hurry. We must find Theon before it is too late.
Bad things gonna happen! Bad things did happen. One of the things I don't like about this game is the fact that there are not too many really good transmogs unless you are a plate wearer or a clothy. If you're leather wearer or mail wearer, you're screwed. Wait a minute. Whoops, went the wrong way. We'll see how fast I can get through this quest line, though. That's right, the Archdruid's Den is here. What is it? Oh, it's back here. Bad stuff gonna happen. Gonna have to kill him.
Put up quite a fight. But your archdruid belongs to me now. Nightmare will consume you. Pathetic creature. This curse has made me stronger than the ancients. Then can stand against the Nightmare Lord.
Oh, we killed his kicked his ass in raids. It'll be fine. Be fine. So the sad thing is, we finally get to see like the home of Druiddom in the game, and it's being overcome by corruption. Doesn't tell you where to go next, which is very unfortunate. Because she is actually supposed to tell you where you're supposed to go next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop open a browser window and open the link to the quest line. Dear Wowhead, I normally love you, except when your ad skins take up a full half of your page. I don't mind you having a skin here and a skin there, but you also have a second skin over here. Okay, so I'm gonna return to the Grove. Depending on which archer they should all count completed if you did one. Well, I need to return to the Grove quest, which she should have given to me, but she didn't. So I should have been told to come back here and talk to Malfurion. But I wasn't. Where was the other one? Let's go find what's his face. Where was he? Okay, so that one's been done. The only one it looks like I haven't completed is the one where the Furbolgs were. No. Not that one. Okay, let's go back to where the Furbolgs were. I think I missed a step in that quest line though. That's what I think happened here.
listening. A Shah fell out.
We woke our druids trapped in Sleeper's Barrow.
Aha.
The nightmare now stirs within. Dispatch the foul denizens who
I
taint
need a
it.
target. I don't have a target. I need a target.
There was a quest in here. Find one that's coherent that gives you the quest to rescue the other Furbolg.
Hardly a match for our strength.
That's
Do
what I'm
not
looking
cross
for.
Nature's guardians.
Doing a lot less breadcrumbing than they probably should have with this quest line. Oh, you little buttheads. Oh, fine. Nope, that's not the quest we're looking for. But it's the quest I was looking for. That's the thing they were not talking about. Destroy the Nightmare Totem. Did you manage to bug it? No. It's the walkthrough that I'm following missed a few key elements. And they don't provide enough breadcrumbs to let you know that, yeah, this is the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, now I can turn this quest in. How you doing, Bookworm? What you up to? Normally it would give me more gold for that, but let's see. Anything that will actually get me something for my transmog? Always a good thing. It's not an improvement at all, but it's now added to my list of cosmetic appearances, which is always a good thing. But why didn't it actually say anything about it? Oh, I got a strongbox. Got Mark of Honor. Okay. I really hate that. Okay, so that quest is done. So I can go over here and talk to her. Hi.
Vishnu Allah.
Go and waken the Archdruid. Wakey, wakey! Where is the Archdruid? this way.
The Master will destroy your soul.
Yes, Mom.
Where shall I strike? In Cenarius's name.
In Valen's
The
name.
dream was clouded with such darkness.
It's all about the cosmetics. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this quest line for a cosmetic that I'm not even going to use on this character. But, well, I could use it. If I went Guardian Druid, which is basically the tanking spec, one of the specs is really pretty. So, further artifact. I almost said
My
legendary.
strength is yours.
Okay. Awaken 6 Guardian. Okay. Kill
I'll
invaders.
give you a moment to catch my breath, hero. Long years of vigil have taken their toll.
But this really is a beautiful landscape, though. I really do appreciate this. Newt. So that's actually for the world quest. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about the world quest. Just going to work on what I need to do.
Do not cross nature's gardens.
Yeah, so there. Ooh, they named themselves Idril, and they're oh man, they're a Nightborn. So I have a big old rant about how the Alliance was not well cared for during this expansion, and even during Battle for Azeroth. Let's call it. The Horde got to do the interesting things. Horde players even got a moral choice. Wasn't much of a choice, but it was still a choice. In the battle for Lordaeron. It's like, well, the Horde is gonna blight the remains of Lordaeron, so nobody can use it. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. Good job, Sylvanas. So, your only choice as a Horde player is, well, the Horde's gonna blight them anyway, so you can either join the Blight party and actually actively help, or you can just passively just attack the Alliance. All the particle effects! All the particle effects!
Shall perish.
Foolish mortal, you cannot win.
Yet, I just kicked all your asses. Alright, so I saved the druids. I need to go kill some invaders, which I will do. As soon as I can find some more to kill.
Consume you. Exposed, faceless, forgotten, deathless.
I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target.
The abyss whispers your name.
I'm on good terms with the Abyss, thank you. Oh, hi Archdruid. How you doing? Let me kill one more bad guy, and I'll be right back with you. How about that?
Without
Oh, man.
there can be no despair.
Open tapping only works. If it's your same faction or it's a major boss. Yeah, you'd think there would be, but there ain't.
I don't have a target.
You know, and part of the thing is, with Legion, they announced certain zones, certain content at launch. We knew about, for example, we knew about all of these zones at launch. So when we came here, we worked with these 4 factions first, and then the Nightborn here. So part of the stuff that we had to work toward pretty much gave us high reputation with all of these factions, if not exalted directly. And then they added Argus, which is these areas. And we might go to Argus because I just want to complete that because it's driving me bananas. However, you didn't go to Argus until more than halfway through the dev cycle, the expansion cycle for this particular, through the cycle here. So a year into it, you finally got to Argus. And part of your required thing, like if you wanted your class helmet or part of your class transmog set, you had to be exalted with the Nightborn of Suramar. So Alliance players busted their ass, the same as Horde players in all 4 of these zones. And then when Blizzard announced, hey, you can have these allied races join your faction. The 2 Horde races were High Mountain Tauren, which, they're Tauren, so it's reasonable to assume they'd go Horde. Which all you had to have to get those was you had to have a character at level cap on both factions. And then you'd be eligible for whatever allied race you unlocked. So at level, and Suramar didn't even open up to level 110, pretty much. I mean, you could go there and get your ass kicked, but none of the questing started until you hit level cap, that then level cap. And then you had to play through the story, blah, 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 to get exalted, blah, blah, blah. The other Horde allied race was the Nightborn. And this is the one that caused the most contention, I think. Well, there's 2 of them that caused the most amount of contention. One, the Nightborn went to the Horde in a cutscene after the Alliance players had spent all this time in required content to become friends with them, and then they just threw the Alliance under the bus. The 2 the 2 Alliance races were on Argus. The Lightforged Draenei, which Draenei, they go to the Alliance, of course, because Draenei. So, I wasn't too fussed about that one. But you had to be exalted with the faction there on Argus. The other one were called Void Elves. What they were blood elves who embrace the void, the void, which is shadows, tinged with ties to the old gods. Led by Ilaria, Windrunner, Sylvanas' sister, and rescued from the blood. They were basically exiled from the Blood Elves because they were too shitty even for the Blood Elves. So they went to the Alliance instead, and nobody trusts them except themselves. And they're supposed to be edgy and cool because they're purple. And Alliance players, for the most part, that I'm aware of, didn't want no fucking Blood Elf rejects. They wanted High Elves like Ilaria, but Blizzard, in its infinite wisdom, made Ilaria into this void elf, and she took, possession of these other void elves, and they're a thing. So even worse, none of the content on Argus was required. You could get into the Argus raids as long as your eye level was sufficient. If you had friends, had a guild you could run with, etc., 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 you didn't need to do any of that content unless you really wanted some of the cosmetics, right? So, not only that, but you had to have Exalted with the 2 factions to be able to get the 2 races. And the sad thing is, the storylines for these 3 zones were nowhere near as in-depth as the storylines for any of these 5 zones here. I mean, we're talking like maybe a third of the amount of story or content. I would say even less than that. It would be like comparing an entire expansion of Lotro content to just one of the updates, like the Veils of Wanduin. But you had to grind it over and over and over again to if you wanted the 2 races. And it took forever.
The sleepers have awakened.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't really jumped on that whole Blizz has Horde bias thing because, I wanted to think that the company was a little bit fair in that, but Blizz got Horde bias, I think. Because, again, Horde got the more interesting stories in Battle for Azeroth. Much more interesting story. Horde players, actually, their faction is interesting. You could either side with the folks committing genocide and be happy about that, which, again, I don't treat the players who think that's a viable choice for their characters as a bad thing. I'm with the Saurfang group for my Hordes. My Hordes, not even my Forsaken Horde is that damn evil that she would happily commit genocide in order the burning of Teldrassil and help with all of that. So, what they were trying to do is Blizzard was trying to show fairness by, okay, the Alliance loses a capital and the Horde loses a capital. But that's not actually what happens. The Alliance lose a capital because Sylvanas ordered it to be burned to the ground. The Horde lose a capital because Sylvanas ordered it to be blighted. Alliance had no agency in any of that story. Hi. The Alliance didn't order the destruction of Lordaeron. Sylvanas did. It was literally a case of, well, if I can't have my capital, then the Alliance sure as hell can't have it either. So the Horde really didn't lose anything. They gave it up in a way that the other side couldn't have it. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. One thing I do want to double check here.
In Cenarius's name.
Got those turned off. I'm missing something here. I should be seeing when things get added to my wardrobe and they're not anymore. I don't know why. I guess they don't quest anymore.
I'm awake.
Kill Morphael.
Dora. But be careful. I sense powerful magic down below.
That's what he said. Yeah, well, basically, they give the meteor stuff to one faction versus the other. That's the bottom line here. I'm just gonna Zorch him.
This is just the beginning.
It's just really unfortunate. Oh, she's not there. She might be outside. Wait, wrong way. Need to go out, not through the red nightmare zones. And now they're not aggressive. Nice.
The wilds will protect us. I will travel to the Grove of Cenarius shortly, hero. Thank you for your help.
Okay, now I got the
Time
return.
is running out. You are needed at the Grove of Cenarius. We must act swiftly.
Yes, Malfurion. I'm here. Where are you? Hmm? Oh, at the Grove of Cenarius. Durr. Oh, it's gotten worse.
How may I aid you? May the winds be at your back.
And these won't really do much of anything for me, except...
Nature stands with you.
Needs Arcane, Life, and Arcane. That one's got stuff slotted. It's got stuff slotted. That's got stuff slotted, so I don't really need any of them. That's nice.
Greetings, friend.
Uh-oh. This is one of the sad, sad stories. One of the saddest stories of the entire, expansion.
May nature guide your path.
Lady Ysera, thank you for answering our call. We face a dire threat.
No need to explain, Malfurion. I have seen what is coming.
So have I. It's gonna be sad.
The Emerald Dream is being overtaken by the Nightmare. The Legion and the Satyr Xavius are to blame. Shaladrosil, the World Tree, has fallen to the Nightmare's corruption and spreads its curse across our precious land. The Nightmare Lord must be vanquished, or Val'Sharah is lost.
How might nature serve?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
May the winds be at your back.
And these really don't do much of anything, except they boost the eye level of your item. But I already have much higher items in my thingamajigger, so it's just what I'm gonna go to sell. Must have the Tears of Elune, the same miracle you're sent here to retrieve. It's not far, go there, find Lyannis, show her my seal instructor to release the tears into your custody. Okay.
I shall
Be careful, it's been overrun by demons! Which means that things will be bad. We're not gonna do that side quest. No side quest for me. Let's focus, focus. Vroom.
Foolish mortal, the tears of Elune are mine now. If Malfurion wants them back so badly, he can seek me out. I'll be waiting.
And we all know what to say right now. It's a trap! Because it's totally a trap. $14, $29, $28. Let's go speak with you, Sarah. You know, this isn't gonna go badly or anything. Yes, Sarah, the green dragon used to be
What do you see?
the aspect of the green dragon flight. Basically the one in charge. The most powerful.
Courage, everyone. Hope is never lost. I have seen your dreams. Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Riding the former dragon aspect is very much like riding an eagle in Lotro or in
Rage has blinded
Lord of the Rings.
He and Xavius have a long history of conflict.
Yup.
Even he cannot hope to defeat Xavius alone. We must find him at once.
Kill creatures in Moonrest, we can do
I
that.
must take to the sky. Embrace the power I have given you.
Gonna go kill a bunch of critters. Let's do this.
The Dark Grove Druids have turned the very flora against us. If they go
Xavius
unchecked,
is the
more of
master
the
of this
forest will
forest
fall to
now.
their treachery.
To enter is to succumb to the nightmare.
Well, that's nice.
I will tear you to shreds!
Or not, because we're gonna nuke them from orbit.
I will spread the nightmare to every mountain and valley. I will spread the nightmare to every mountain and valley. The nightmare will consume all of you.
I do not have a target.
My power will destroy this pathetic land.
I need a target.
Ours is the strength of the wild.
I don't have a target.
Ours is
the strength of the
Nothing
wild.
can withstand the might of Savius.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out. This one's rough because, you know, as you can see, there's another player questing.
My power will destroy this pathetic land.
Because even though these items, this thing does kill everything incoming, it depends on who gets them first. So I think I'm pissing that player off.
Destroy this pathetic land.
Nature's foes shall perish.
I will spread the nightmare to every
Darkgrove is
mountain
fled into a
and
nearby
valley.
cavern. Hunt him down and end this.
Well, hey, that was convenient.
I live to serve Savius.
And one thing I liked about the Legion storyline is that players got to work across the faction in class halls. So, like, priests banded together to do priest things, hunters banded together, and it didn't matter which faction you were in. And then they just threw that out the window with Battle for Azeroth. Even though it was kind of mentioned in the pre-expansion novel Before the Storm by Christy Golden. Again, most of the Alliance was very reactionary in that story. And only like a couple of members of the Alliance actually proactively did anything. And it's very sad.
I have seen your dreams. Every dream has its night.
Gotta find Malfurion. Whoa, let me in, let me in. Cutscene. And then you get to listen to her whining about her beloved for the next several quests.
What are we waiting for?
Now, Tyrande Whisperwind only became a badass, a proper badass, in Battle for Azeroth. In fact, my character is wearing the Night Warrior cosmetic eye set that you can get as a Night Elf if you complete the scenario. But for 10,000 years, she ruled the Night Elves, while Malfurion, whom we are chasing, was asleep. Good times.
defile everything they touch.
But at least we get the quest A Dark Side of the Moon, which is kind of nice. So we have these two kids over here.
Cease to. Till next we meet.
Elune Adore. Be careful.
And those are just side quests, so we're not going to worry about them. We're just going to follow the main story here. Can never go wrong with a quest called Dark Side of the Moon. Where is she? There she is. Hi. Guard her during her vigil. Okay.
We are wasting time.
And she has this most badass, look at her. This most badass outfit right in here. Though her Night Warrior one is also pretty damn awesome. She looks kind of cranky, as you might do. Guess I'm taking screenshots. And people have cosplayed this and done an amazing job making the costume.
We've got them cornered.
Yeah, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Not let anything disturb my meditation. I must see through the chaos.
Sure, why not?
I am nature's rage.
I see.
It's a lot easier when you have somebody set as your companion, though.
Gnashing teeth. Malfurion, he is in pain. Keep fighting, my love.
I don't have a target.
Such malevolent laughter. Xavius, you
Nature's
cruel
foes
creature.
shall perish.
His location is still unclear, but he lives. We must go deeper into the nightmare. Wherever he is, peril is already upon you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand with my boobs pushed out my back like this. Why do they do that?
We are wasting time.
Alright. Return to the
Lead me back
refuge.
to the refuge, and we will continue our search.
Sure, Mom.
What are we waiting for? Come, we must make haste.
You're right, a stripy cat. I do have a stripy cat somewhere in my my list of mounts. It was actually the first mount that I had bought for my Draenei Paladin. A stripy cat.
Wait, do you see that? Feathers and blood. It is still wet. There may still be time.
And you do this quest regardless of whether you're Horde or Alliance, by the way. Even though you're dealing with rescuing Night Elves, which for some Hordes they may be like, what the fuck? Why am I rescuing Hordes? Or why am I rescuing Night Elves?
Nature's foes shall perish.
The corruption's thick here. What is that across the bridge? Be on guard.
I kind of miss my stripy cat, come to think of it.
Elothyr, by Elune, not you too.
Yep.
You see my husband.
I don't care about you, but what about Malfurion?
Got them cornered.
No one is safe. No shit, Sherlock. Just wait till you see what happens next.
The trees whisper his name, but their words are madness to my ears.
You must help me find him. Is there anything I can do?
You may not, but perhaps your Mother Moon can.
I will petition Elune. The nightmare stain cannot be removed, but perhaps we can hold it back.
Long enough to seek him out. Oh, the forest speaks. I can almost understand.
Hold yourself on the edge of madness, Elfir. Mother Moon will carry you as long as she can.
Alrighty, let's go kill some things and kill other things. We're still going to keep playing this quest line because it is actually really important and also leads to one of the saddest cinematics the game ever did.
Peace to you, friend.
Ours is the strength of the wild.
I don't have a target.
Ours is the strength of the wild.
One thing I do like about Lotro that WoW is not big on is if he gives you a quest to...
I am nature's rage. Do not cross nature's guardians.
If he gives you a quest to go get X number of items from mobs, generally you don't have to kill 20 million mobs to get 5 items.
I need a target. I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need to target something first. I need a target.
Do not cross nature's guardians. Nature's foes shall perish.
Okay, got the ones I needed. With Lotro, it might ask you to bring me 5 things, and you may only have to kill 7 things to get to it. So that's one thing I always did appreciate about Lotro, as they did improve on that RNG a bit.
Hardly a match for our strength.
To resist the call of Xavius. Behold my power! Thou shalt know how you perish.
Maybe not. Maybe not. We shall see. Then later tonight I will be doing my Summer Festival dailies on my various alts in Lotro, and then I shall be working on artwork.
defile everything they touch.
Alrighty. Slay 50 nightmare creatures in Shalanair. Sure, we'll do that. This will be fun. Bombs away! And a lot of people are real upset because this required doing a couple of dungeons. They go, I don't want to do group content. I'm like, I'm not diametrically opposed to doing the occasional dungeon run, unless somebody, you know, a group of people are going in there to deliberately, you know, spike it or, you know, throw it or whatever, just to piss people off. If people aren't griefing, that it's not that I don't mind all that much. Just like I don't mind doing LFR. And on some level, you just have to understand that there are going to be people who are dicks. And once you understand that, you can just deal with it. And I don't fuss about it too much. Got 'em all. It's like Pokemon. And the phasing technology really does.
What are we waiting for?
Patient much? Alright.
Shalanair is just ahead. Be ready for whatever foulness awaits us.
Welcome to my dream home. Your beloved Malfurion awaits within. But what's this? Which Malfurion is real, and which is part of the nightmare?
You notice, by the way, that while Tyrande has a really nice updated character model, her Stripey Cat does not. Oh, come.
Where are you, Malfurion? Answer me!
My love, I am
I
here.
cannot tell where his voice is
Come
coming
to
from.
me.
Quickly, search the buildings to the east. I will scour the west for signs of him.
Look all over. Not the real
Just
Malfurion.
again, mortal.
Let's go near the lake.
Where are you, Tyrande? I need you.
Hold on, my love. I am near.
Terror is all that awaits you.
And you thought the dialogue in episode 2 and episode 3 was bad. That's what you thought.
When will this nightmare end?
Nature's foes shall perish.
Hurry. I cannot fight much longer.
Elune, curse you, Xavius! You will pay for this, Shirley. I swear it.
You cannot keep me from her. Tyrande!
Yes, I hear you. I am close now.
That's what she said.
To me, champion. Our chase is done. We've got them cornered.
1960, 2027.
Sarah? No!
Uh-oh. I think it's actually canceling the cutscenes, which annoys me.
We are wasting time! Come with me. Ysera won't stop until this whole realm is plunged into the nightmare.
Because the cutscene that we just missed
Xavius is using Malfurion to bait me, to distract me from what must be
was
done.
Ysera rolling in
Only once you can stop Ysera.
and Xavius corrupting her.
Malfurion, my beloved. For 100 years he slept beneath Moonglade. Whenever I was plagued with doubt, I would descend into his barrow. I watched over him as he slept. Even in slumber, his presence calmed me. I left my fears below the earth and emerged, ready to lead my people. When Malfurion returned to my side, we worked as one, as if he had never been away. Have you ever loved as I have?
Nope. I'm gonna see if I can turn off Azeroth's autopilot. Whoa, hello there. Classic cutscene. Or classic login screen. Okay, so we missed a good cutscene, but we're not gonna miss the one that's about to happen. This is the sad one. Alright, this is where we actually have to take on...
This is your end, mortals! The dream is undone!
Not while I still draw breath. Koda, keep her distracted. Lyanus, mend our wounds. Champion, with me.
The nightmare consumes all!
After, by the light of Elune, I will end your torment.
My eyes are
And
open
I
at last,
promise
priestess.
we will avenge
I
you.
see night.
Target.
This is it. Still gets me every time.
It is my honor to serve Elune.
Oh hey, I dinged. That is actually going to make this super hard. Because if I want to finish the storyline, I have to keep playing through the story. And it requires questing and queuing up for specific dungeons. Like next one, it wants you to go through Darkheart Thicket.
We will fight to protect our future.
But now, the only dungeons I can do are Battle for Azeroth dungeons. So I may not actually be able to finish this on this character. Otherwise, the only other option I really have is to keep leveling enough that I can just solo it later on. Because I can't solo it with my Isla, I'm only 216. So that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Now, I do believe there is a mechanic that you can turn off leveling. But I forget what it was, so. Oh, the band schedule is up for Shirefest. Let's go see. Okay, so Shirefest starts Friday at 5 p.m. This is Friday the 5th of July. And runs until, I guess, 9 o'clock. And then on Saturday, it runs from 1 o'clock, and the last band runs at 11. And on Sunday, they run from 1 until, looks like, 8 o'clock. There's a good bunch of bands here. The Gallic Frogs Band, the Rakes of Kilkerrill, the Flutterbys, and Alt Rock Band are on Friday. Saturday, we got Paul No Looney, the Crazy Ladies of the Forest. I don't think I've heard them before. Mond Barden, always a good band. The Purple Parlor Pipeweed Band. Breakfast Club, No Hole Barred. House of the Harp, I've not heard them before. Oh, actually, I lied. I just actually heard them the other day. They were at Bread and Jams the other night. A couple of duets between Duid and Lilith. And then Disenchanted, Magical Rhythm and Blues Review. I don't think I've heard them, for realsies. And then Savolas. And then on Sunday, we've got the Department of Harmony and Song, Mushroom Stew. They're a fairly new band, I think. I did see them at Bread and Jam the other day. The Moonshine Wanderers, the Bards of Valinor, the TDs. The TDs is an awesome band. They're so good. And Ghosts and Roses. And closing out the party with a Mardi Gras party with Master Kengus's band. So there we go. Now, here's the thing. It looks like I will only be able to stream it on the official for the first 3 bands. And then after that, I will switch it over. I think actually what I'm going to do is, because my goal was going to be to stream the entire thing on behalf of Second Breakfast, which is the band that's hosting this little shindig. Basically hosting it on the official when I could, but for the most part it was just going to be right here. So that weekend, expect a lot of Lotro music. If that's not your jam, sorry. But I definitely want to catch the DHS concert for sure on Sunday because that's my kin's band. So, and again, that's the weekend of July 4th, starting 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we now present ourselves with a little bit of a challenge. I don't have another druid character going through this content. My next highest druid is level 62 on Horde side. Awesome character named Puddle Jumper. But I do not believe that I can move forward on this. Because I can't queue up for the quests anymore. Or can't queue up for the dungeons. I actually kind of dislike that. I think that you should be allowed to queue up for any dungeon in the entire game. But, you know, what am I supposed to do now? We can go find some other stuff to do. I did say I was going to actually possibly play some Horde stuff. So I think we might go ahead and do that. But first, let's go ahead and finish that thing on Argus. And before I do that, I am actually going to fly up here and go back to the Dream Grove real quick. I'm gonna go check and see. I should have a listing of how many players I killed. Because I want to see if that number changed at all. Okay. I have 430 players killed now. And I started out with 417. So, that one round of PvP got me a handful of player deaths. So that's kind of cool. That kind of cool. Let's also do our usual round of inventory management. Now you might be wondering, I got these items that have the little arrows and hey look, the tooltip says they're an upgrade, why don't I equip them? Because Legion only lets you equip one legendary at a time unless you've got the class halt upgrade that allows you to have two. Where was I going? It's going up where the vendors are.
What brings you here? We shall meet again. Peace, friend. Winds be at your back.
Alright.
My goods are of the highest quality.
And now I have the option of buying these items to fill out my set. And I think, you know what? I will. And look how the gloves require honored status with the Nightfallen, which is the Nightborn faction. So I'm just gonna drop 1,000 gold and get these. Alright. And I can't get the feat for it until I get revered with 2 Broken Isle reputations. Oy. And this one requires Exalted with the Night Fallen. Good times, eh? Alrighty. Bought those. I'm gonna put those in the bank so I don't forget, so I don't accidentally sell them. Hey! I wasn't done talking to you. Where'd you go?
Hello.
Hi. Gotta hang on to those. Oh wait, is this my disenchanter? She is.
May the stars guide you.
Oh, shut up. Alright, disenchant this. So I spent all this time, like, oh, I'm gonna pick the thing that's gonna get me the most money, and I'm just disenchanting them anyway. That's actually kind of funny to me. Alrighty then. Let us go to Dalaran, go to the bank, because inventory management involves the bank. I'm only going to stream for about another hour, and then, well, hello there. I had forgotten they made that particular mount. Rawr. Put crap in the guild bank. Tap 5. Add some more doughs. I don't think anybody actually uses void storage anymore. I do occasionally. Because this is crap that I don't necessarily want to throw away, but... Bum, 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 ba-dum.
Greetings.
Greetings. And see, these are things that I can't use yet, but I will eventually be able to use them. Eventually. And look how much crap I have in my inventory. I know, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Let's see. 2 and 3. Why don't you just right click? Because if you do, it only goes up here. It doesn't go in down here. It's one of the big pieces of annoyingness about the reagent bank. Okay. Gonna put this in here. Oh, by the way, this is a legendary item. Not to be confused with an artifact. It's this legendary bow that looks so badass. It looks like a Final Fantasy bow, quite frankly. You can't transmog to it. Now, I got this as a drop on this character, which is a druid. Druids can't use bows. So, this particular item drop is completely useless. So, I only keep it because, holy crap. And you get this as a drop off of Kil'jaeden in the Sunwell thing. So occasionally I've actually tried running it on whatchamajigger. Actually tried running it on a character that can actually wield bows, but yeah, that's not really happened very much. So, but I still keep it in my inventory because it amuses me. And for its item level, it was like, at the time, it was the best bow in the game. True story. Oh, hey, here's where the rest of these were. So if you want to take a look at the set, see, I got those. So I only need the shoulders and the sandals in order to get this full set completed. One of them requires to be exalted with the Nightfallen. The other requires that you got 2 factions at Revered. So, oh man. You must repair that item first.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Nope, I need this. Alright, so in order to get this done, it says I need to have revered status with 2 factions. Now, the 2 factions they're talking about are the 4 factions going around here. So if I do world quests for these areas, I'll grind this pretty easily. And if you take a look at the map, you can see which emissaries are up right now. So right now we've got Army of the Light, High Mountain, and the Valor Jar. So I could grind content in any of these 3 places. I don't think Argusian Reach or Armies of the Legion Fall or Army of Light obviously doesn't count for that 2 faction thing. Or it might, but Armies of the Legion Fall doesn't count. I'd have to see if I get any of these other ones to Revered to find out for sure. But at least it will tell you where the quests are. And these pretty much award you order resources or Awakening Essences. Awakening Essences are used to buy legendaries, which don't do a damn bit of good anymore. You can also get some gear, but for the most part, it's not going to help you out. I wonder how many Awakening Essences I actually have. I have 158. That's nice. I could buy... I think you need 100 to buy legendaries. Because it used to be the only way you could get legendaries is be goddamn lucky. But they changed it. And the real problem with how they did it is... they put in a system where you could buy legendaries for these things called Awakened Essences. From who? Where's the vendor? I think it was this guy, actually. Yeah. So you could buy these legendaries. Oh, they took 1,000. And you could buy whichever ones you wanted. The problem was, they didn't do this until after they turned off the Mage Tower. And unless you were super lucky on drops, a lot of people did Mage Tower with either no legendaries or 1 legendary or bad legendaries. And there were definitely some legendaries that were better for certain Mage Tower challenges than others. So they show you all the ones you could buy. Like, Prydaz was good for just about everything, because it gave you this absorb shield. Kil'jaeden's Burning Wish was amazing for DPS classes. That's actually a chess piece. And here's the thing, is the legendaries don't work beyond 115, or at least their equip options. And previously, the legendaries also did certain things. I think actually the legendary things still work. The use or the equip options still work. But the thing that got totally screwed was your artifact weapons. You see where it has that equip thing? It says grant this spell, which, you know, deals damage and transforms. That was such a good spell. I loved that option. But it's grayed out, so it says effects are inactive. So, not my idea of fun anymore. So I guess this character might as well just start doing the Battle for Azeroth content. That's unfortunate. Turn her star thing back on. Oh, let me turn it off there for just a second. Oh, hi. So she's got these pretty blue eyes that are the result of having done the Night Warrior sequence. You do it once on your account, and all of your Night Elf characters get the option to have these blue eyes. Arr. However, I like to use the Glyph of Stars, which lets your druids not look like a giant chicken. Alright, what are we going to do next? We are... let's go play some Horde side. Let's go play some Horde side. And it's not saying that the game is bad or anything. It's just... they do really make it difficult for you to do old content. And another way that that they punish players is they created these things called heritage armors for every, well, not for every race yet, but for certain races have them. Like the new allied races of Kultiran humans, gnomes have them. Well, gnomes will have them starting tomorrow. But certain races have these heritage armors, and the only way to start the quest for them is you had to natively level your character from 1 to 110. Or to 100, I think. But if you used a character boost, you can't get the heritage armor. On that character. So basically, in order for me to get heritage armor, like Kiriana here is a... She was a naturally leveled character, so when they ever come out with heritage armor for Draenei, she'll be able to start the quest for it. I do believe... I think I leveled her normally. So here's my Dark Iron Dwarf, who's a paladin, and I really like it. I love this flamey hair that she's got. Oh, it's so amazing. Here's my Void Elf with shitty-ass transmog, because this is the only stuff that I have in my wardrobe that she can use already. I say wardrobe, and I mean, you know, transmog system. So I have to play this stupid-ass gnome from 1... Because gnomes are coming out with coming out with Heritage Armor soon, and so you'll have to have a level 100 or level 110 gnome to be able to start the quest. And I've got a Keltiran, who looks suspiciously like a friend of mine. And then the dwarves have one, I believe. And they have one, but I'm not too big of a fan of what they've done with the Draenei. They say, okay, you can have the horns that Yrel had, but Yrel's now a genocidal maniac. I'm like, I love this Night Elf Druid. Or Night Elf Priest. It's my priest. Ooh. Oh. No, that wouldn't work because it's... Man. I don't think... Let me check something real quick. I don't think I have... I don't think I have some new Mog options here. We'll see. I have been doing some raiding, but not as this character, so... Alright.
Shop.
Browse. Smell. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, by the way, she's wearing a an outfit from the Burning Crusade set, and there's like the red version of it, which I got someplace else. Oh, the Robe of Summer Flame, yeah. So they have transmogs that are available for holidays, but you can only use them during the holiday. Dumb. I'm not even sure what this is. It's like, look at me, I'm wearing a corset, look like I'm grabbing somebody's boobs. Like, well... Again, curled around the boobs. It's all about the boobs. Hey, let's actually show off the boobs! Oh my god! Kinda like that vest, actually. So, I don't actually have any Battle for Azeroth leather gear. You see what I'm saying about leather getting really terrible looking gear for the most part?
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummels.
Hi, kitty. Mystery meat, what are you doing? Meow. Alright. I love my Frost PK. She's badass. And she is wearing an outfit from Wrath of Lich King because, hell yeah. I probably have better gear that she could wear, but yeah, I don't feel like it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's go. Doomhammer. I actually kind of find it really funny that my primary Horde server is Doomhammer, which is, you know, Thrall's hammer, which was somebody else's hammer beforehand. And look at her, and she's pretty. I like the fact that I got the name Hammer for this brand new paladin. I'm like, how the fuck did I get that name? And my priest, Milkshake, which is my DK. Look at the DK with blue hair. And my monk. Oh. My Alliance Monk is the one that's level 100? She is. Well, I need to update that, don't I? One thing I did notice that was kind of cool is they did make the This Side Up achievement account wide, but your character has to complete their class hall campaign to be able to unlock the row so you can use it. So it's kind of cool. Puddle Jumper. You know, I'm gonna give him a different mog. I think he deserves something better than that hat, the moose antler hat. Because I think I gave him the moose antler hat back before you could actually be a high mountain tauren. Which are moose, basically. Bovines with moose antlers. A moose once bit my sister. Unspent balance. Unspent talent points. Oh, I'm in feral, that's why. Oh yeah, I like that. Definitely. I always like balance affinity. By the way, war mode is the devil. It says enabling quest rewards experience by 10%. Wait, we got the wrong mount here. I actually don't like any of these hats.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Wait, you know, I did forget something. Hang on here.
Crunchies, lucky doos and root.
I can't use Legion artifacts as this character because I think you have to be level 100 or to be able to use a Legion artifact to use its transmog. And it won't even show you that they're available or not. See? So, bit of a bummer. Look at that set. Okay.
May your feet find good trails.
Why is everybody green? Trained flying? I kinda think I already did. Hi.
What do you need?
Oh. Well. Ain't got the money for that.
strength.
Alright, let's see. Trying to think of something here. What was I gonna do? I forget. However, I'm gonna actually switch over to my main real quick for the rest of the evening. Alright, I was gonna look here and see if Star Phoenix, who's only level 22, gets a similar amount of XP if he turns war mode on. Oh, well, he's not even... Oh. Do I have a Lobi? It's in Orgrimmar. I'm sure I do. Sapphires. She's in Orgrimmar. One thing that I like that Lotro has that WoW apparently doesn't have is the ability to distinguish which characters an add-on or plugin will start with. Okay. War mode experience is only 10%. I think it used to be 15%. Well, it's 10% for this character. Let me go check something real quick. There seems to be some discussion as to whether it's different for Alliance versus Horde. I'm gonna check it on Silverhammer. It's 15% for Alliance. However, if you dislike getting ganked by a horde just going about your day, then the 15% in diddly squat, plus the fact that if it's Dark Moon Fair time, which starts up... Dark Moon Fair starts on the 7th of July and runs all week long. Then you get 10% bonus XP there. So it's like the first full week of a month. Anyway, let's go back to Horde. I'm just lollygagging at this point. So I'm not going to be able to play much if I, keep lollygagging like this. I really love this login screen. It's so good. Okay. Well, actually, we might skip doing Horde today. What I'm looking at is... I was looking for the tool that would help me not twink. Okay, so there are... I think there's a big argument that players won't be able to stop XP gains. I think I'm going to go ahead and go to my current 110s and stop their XP gains for right now. So let's start with her. Until I get whatever Legion content done with them that I want to get done. Because if it means something where I need to queue for LFR, then I don't want to kick myself into the next bracket. So let's go double check here. If I go Raid Finder. Basically, it's showing me the raids for the previous stuff. The dungeons for the previous stuff. So I am going to take this character to Stormwind. See what we can do here. Now, I heard that they were supposed to be turning this thing off tomorrow. We'll find out. And this is the new portal room, which is really nice. The Horde one is put in a really weird place. I don't know why they put the Horde one where they put it. I think the battle room is actually in Stormwind Keep. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Stormwind Keep. Young King Anduin Wrynn. Orphan so early. So this is the guy.
Greetings.
Cost 10 gold.
Have a good one.
Your map is out of date. Let's do this with my other 110s. Because I do want them to still be able to do Legion content. No, I do know the reason I think they were going to turn the experience elimination off is because what was happening was people with 110s were running island expeditions in Battle for Azeroth and getting buffed because of how expeditions work, I guess. And so we're like more powerful than 120s, so people are just like, I'm just gonna roll in at 110 and whatever. By the way, this is the character as a Disc Priest. Kicked ass in the Disc Priest Mage Tower Challenge. And has the most kick-ass... Actually, she has not only this, but also the really kick-ass Holy Priest. I don't have the Holy Priest Mage Tower, but I have the Holy Priest hidden. So this is a character who will PvP here shortly. Oh. Hang on here. Let me check my spreadsheet. She hasn't killed any players yet, so that needs to happen. Okay, so with this character, I want to... Let me leave myself a note. I'm going to need to finish some Legion content with her first, which will require running dungeons. So I will need to stop her from gaining XP until I get that series of class quests done. And it looks like I'm at the Darkheart Thicket segment of the whatever.
You need something? Be careful.
Okay, so she's done gaining XP. Oh wait, I'm gonna show you something really, really cool, by the way. If you go over here into Stormwind Keep, and Hordes can fly in, by the way, and land over here. You'll be flagged for PvP. As long as you avoid the aerial guards that occasionally fly through. But you go over here to Regarius. Regarius used to be one of the WoW community managers. He was responsible for at one point writing the WoW patch notes. And he never asked to have an in-game NPC. So I pestered somebody until they made him one. Now Regarius was also his avatar was a hippogriff. He was also known as Coffee Bird, so he has some coffee there. He's the Coffee Bird. Regarius no longer works at Blizzard. He worked at NetEase for a while. And recently went to work, I think, at Bethesda, I want to say. I think he's working at Bethesda. No, he's a community team lead at Ubisoft now, but he's in North Carolina now. And if you go to twitter.com/Kithrak, Kithrак, with an underscore at the end, you will find this burb right there. He's a good friend. He taught me the wonders of sushi. Oh, and the dog running around is Christo, who was named after one of the other community managers. Okay, so this character has no XP gains going on. Let's go to the next one. So I'm gonna have to level up my Horde Druid to finish that side. Okay, you are gonna get an XP killer. So Blizzard should already have the patch notes ready for 8.2, shouldn't they? Let's go check Wowhead.
It's not ready yet.
Thank you. I'm looking for it. Part of the problem is there's so much news on Wowhead, you have to go back and look and find the news. However, you are gonna write Invincible! Because I have Invincible! I done killed Arthas and took his pony. Hey. Oh, gotta go upstairs. Whee! Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Go around. Let's go to Dalaran. Is there a burb there? There's not a burb there. Sad. So, programming notification. I might stream tomorrow or Wednesday. However, Wednesday will be pack stuff for Mythmoot. And for the rest of the week, I will not be streaming until probably Monday at the earliest of next week, because I will be at Mythmoot. However, I do plan on being present for Court of the Rings on the official Lotro channel. At the very least, I'll be in chat if I can't actually be in game with Cord.
Can I help you?
And if by some chance Cord isn't back yet, then I might actually guest host a show again from Mythmoot, which would actually be kind of fun. Okay, clarification on Twink experience nerf in patch 8.2. Okay, here it is. Okay, the Twink experience nerf was... Okay, so you'll still be able to turn your experience off, but it says that starting in patch 8.2, when someone turns their experience off, all members of the group will receive 95% reduced XP. This change likely comes as a result from Blizzard discussing ways to weaken leveling with level 110 Twinks in islands. Yeah, okay. However, they then clarified it to say it only affects groups that manually invite player characters who have XP off. There is no impact on players who find themselves automatically grouped by the matchmaker while doing PvP or group finder dungeons. This change also doesn't affect anyone who has turned off XP for their own benefit, such as plundering old raids while keeping their level low enough to use their Agrimar Stride boots. Okay, so what that tells us is that you can go ahead and turn off. They're not taking away the XP, the ability to turn off XP. Okay, good. So let's finish through and get our other tunes set up, because what I want to do is set them so they don't out-level the Legion content until I get done with their stuff. Okay, now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! Alrighty. So, where is the Horde person? Slots in the Hall of the Brave. Okay, I know where that is. This is my Draenei warrior, the only warrior character I have on my entire account. Wait, can I do any upgrades? I don't think I can.
Vegan Ark.
Oh, I can't afford to do any upgrades. And this is one you actually want to get, is because that lets you use 2 legendary items. I have so few.
Away.
Let's go to Dalaran. Alright, let me leave myself a note on the spreadsheet, though. Is... Puddle Jumper. Okay. However, let me go take a look at... Okay. It looks like the balance of power quest is you're just better off doing it, since it doesn't look like you have to do any raids. Well, Souls is still a dungeon. Eltharian's Lair is still a dungeon. Okay, so I am going to copy pasta this real quick. Copy pasta. So my main would actually be able to do this quest line because she's able to do these dungeons. Like she can go to those dungeons and do them natively. You know, just set herself for mythic difficulty and just run the dungeon, because it doesn't involve raids, they're all dungeons, so she can definitely do some dungeon running. But she's got high level gear, so my other characters cannot solo a mythic dungeon from Legion stuff. Okay, okie dokie. And I do actually want to start taking a couple of tunes to Battle for Azeroth content, so I can start getting some more gear like staves and some new sets of armor. Be nice. So we're almost done for today, and I'm sorry to side quest this. I still have to do my Lotro dailies for the Summer Festival, but I figured since everybody and their cousin on the official's doing them, and a lot of the Lotro streamers who may or may not be on the team are doing the festival, I figured I'd give everybody a little bit of a break. It's almost time for my supper. We're going to have chicken. So the question is, am I going to have teriyaki chicken or not? Now here's the funny thing is, that Drake I was riding is the Azure Drake, which you can get from Eye of Eternity in Northrend.
Hey there.
And apparently it was a really hard, or supposedly it's a hard it's supposed to be a hard quest to do, or a rare drop. That's what I was looking for. It was a rare drop, and when I ran in there, I got it on the first try. I was very puzzled. Like, I tweeted about it, and like Anne LeMay, a writer, I think where's she working now? I think she's working at Ubisoft in Montreal. She used to work at BioWare Edmonton. Did a lot of work on Mass Effect and shit, and Dragon Age. She's like, "Oh my god, you got that!" I'm like, "It was on the first try." I'm like, "Yeah." Night Singer. Nice singer! Look at that! Fire mage! Okay, so here's the fun fact. This used to be my arcane mage. And this is why you should, at the very least, complete your class hall stuff on at least one character. One thing I found out is that this side up achievement for doing a long-ass string of archaeology quests, you only need to do it on one character. But in order to use the this side up artifact appearance, you have to at least complete your class hall campaign and unlock man, oh man. I go to Stormwind. I'm a mage, I can just teleport there. To unlock that fourth slot, you have to unlock the first slot on that row, and then you can use the this side up appearance, because this character doesn't even have archaeology. He's never done this side up. Like, going around the way. Aren't you pretty? So I'm happy that I can use, whoops, I can use that. Bottom. And he's my tailor, so he's gonna fly a damn carpet. Why? Because you can. So this is one of the better artifact appearances that I liked for this character. You can actually see what artifact appearances you've unlocked. That's not the thing I wanted. By going to appearances and clicking on your weapon. So these are all of the mage artifact appearances I've unlocked. This was the hidden appearance for the fire mage sword. This was, so it looks like this. The starry penis. This was the Mage Tower one. This was your base. This was, I think it was the base. Yeah, it's the base one. So actually, this isn't the this side up. This is something else. I haven't done the class. That's right. I haven't done it on this character yet. And this was the Mage Tower one. This is the Hidden Frost one. And I think this is the base for the Ebon Chill. And this is the base arcane weapon, the one that whispers to you. Let me check something real quick on my spreadsheet. Yeah, I took those off. Okay. So you can go to any class and see which Legion artifacts that class is unlocked. If you have your appearance filter set up to show you stuff that you've collected, it'll at least tell you why you can't use it. So we're going to go over and do this on my Hordes too, because one thing I did in Legion was I wanted to split up the classes so that half the classes that I had at the previous level cap were Alliance and half were Horde, and I didn't want to make all the ones I liked playing one faction or the other. I didn't want to stack the deck in favor of the Alliance. So there's like my monk is Alliance, but I'm not too fond of playing monks. Okay, you've been done, you've been done. Felsinger, Starfire. Well, you're a mage. I can actually let you go on to Battle for Azeroth content. I'm gonna check something real quick. If it's a hunter thing, okay. No, that's fine, Beardoin. You have been here. I would definitely appreciate you being here. Star Wars Celebration? Yeah, what's the news? What is the news? Why are you in Ironforge? That's what I want to know. Actually, let's go take the scenic route. It'll get us the same place there anyway. You'll be at Florida Galaxy's Edge on opening. No, Beardoin! Oh, you're gonna be at Visiting Batu. Oh, I am super jealous. Super jealous. Wait, somebody named their character Gojira? Nice. 6 a.m. start. Ooh. Me being so fat and flabby, starting anything at 6 a.m. is no bueno. Except it's very possible that I might wind up starting my drive to Mythmoot at 6 a.m. on Thursday. Because I pieced together it's gonna be like an 7.5, 8 hour drive. Let's say 8.5, just to account for, you know, stops for, you know, going to the loo and, you know, food and whatnot. Though I'll probably do a lot of drive-through, you know, McDonald's or whatever. You know, refilling the gas tank. How many miles is that gonna cover? Let me look. Maps.google.com. Directions from my place. Okay, 7 hours and 42 minutes, 477 miles. I think, and most of it's on the interstate. Actually, all of it's on the interstate until you get to the very end. So basically, I'll leave Cincinnati and go up to Columbus, hang a right, follow I-70 to Pennsylvania, and then there will be a little bit of a toll. Somewhere along the way there'll be toll. Now, they say that you can just get a flight for $189. It's far cheaper to drive, actually a lot more fun to drive, and I can sing in the car. And I can also listen to streams in the car. I have done that before. I've actually listened to Professor Corey while I've commuted. For the 1 week when I owned the car. Well, actually, I don't think I had the car for most of the last... I think I only got it back a couple of days before we got laid off. Okay. You're done. Singer, Singer, Starfire, Kyrshu, Sprockets. Alright, let's do the same on the Horde side. For the Horde. So it's a long drive, and a lot of it's, I mean, the Ohio part of it, the roads are pretty straight and level. The not Ohio part of it, the Pennsylvania part, is you're driving through the Appalachian Mountains, basically, so it's a bit windy and twisty. The long and winding road. I might be... it would be a close thing to get it done in 1 tank of gas. But part of the issue is if it's really hot and steamy, then I'll be running the air conditioner, which nukes your gas mileage. However, we'll see how it goes. Wait, where are my people? Give my new people. Thank you. Can I have some more people? I killed the last ones. Aw.
Go on then.
Oh, I didn't complete the thing. Okay, now.
Must not give up.
Sure.
So long.
The Illidori cannot be stopped! Together we can defeat the Burning Legion.
Something glowy up here. I forget what it is. Oh! I forgot I could get even better troops. Durr. Vegas to San Francisco? Holy crap, that would be an endurance. That would definitely be an endurance. I've only been to Vegas a couple of times. Only twice for any lengthy period of time. Beyond... Oh, hey! We landed at Vegas! Hey, look! Look what I got! Look what I got! The Headless Horseman's mount! Ah! Wait, I'm Horde. So let me not fly to the Alliance flight point. They'll kick me out. But I do want to go to Orgrimmar. So I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that the Horde's portal room is in a weird-ass place. Let me show you how weird-ass it is. It's literally in the opening corridor. Seriously, if the Alliance comes in through the front gate, the very first thing they're going to run across is the portal room. That's not military sense. The car was terrible too. Ooh. Wait, this is the drag. It's down here. Ay, 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 ay. Where is the person I'm looking for? Okay, I'm gonna have to call this one Alliance bias, because this is definitely easier for Alliance than it is for Horde.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Oh, fuck Sylvanas. Literally. I'm not a fan of Sylvanas, Windrunner. Not a fan. By the way, I renamed my Warlock. I spent the $10 to rename her. Because her name was Fell Dancer. And I figured, nah, let's give her a cool name. And I found that the name Asphodel was free on the server. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's basically, what can your skull look like? Because that is your legendary weapon. So I'm not a big fan of the Warlock ones. And this one here is the ones from the Mage Tower that are no longer available. This is the hidden... well, actually, no, that isn't the hidden one. It's the PvP one. So the way it works here, and I think this is what they should have done, is they should have set it up so that since these are no longer available, they shouldn't tell you. They shouldn't even show it. Because normally, if I had found the hidden Warlock option for this, I would have another row down here. So I think they should have made this one a hidden option. This is the one I really want to get. This is the one I really want to get. Why? Because it's blue. But I go with that one for now. Okie dokie. Let us go ride.
Hello, Ma.
Hi. I'm gonna ride a fiery war steed. Well, actually, this is my fell steed, which is the level 40... whatever. Alright. Gonna fall off the cliff. Ah! Alright, we are down here. This is the basement of Dalaran. It is the basement. It is debasing. Yep, $10 for a character name change. $60 for a character boost to level 110, I think? Or is it level 100? I forget. Whatever level it is. I think it's 110 now because of the expansion. Yeah, it's 110. But they do up the character boost with every expansion. But yeah, $60, and there's no way to earn it in-game because they don't do any kind of... Can I just fly in from here? Yes, I can. At least I don't have to go in, you know, up that stairs. There's no way to earn, like, Blizzard bucks or anything in-game, so it's all straight up subscription and then pay for extras. Real money. No other choices. And that's the thing is, you don't even know if the name's available that you want. Unless it's one that you have already set up on your account somehow. The only reason I found this name available is when I still had a character slot available. Because you can only have 50 characters on a single account. You can put them all on the same server now. You didn't used to be able to. Help! Got her name literally from the random name generator. True story. True story. What makes it really funny, it's not even that. It's funny when, like, the bad guys are yelling and saying your name, right? Oh, and right now she's transmogged because the dance for skeletons is just badass. Look at that. And that's not even the dance for goblins. It's because she's transmogged into a skeleton. But no, what's really funny about her name is that whenever, like, mobs that you're killing yell somebody's name. So, like, Lord Kazakh, you know, yells, I'm gonna get you, help! And it's just hilarious. Hilarious AF. And this was one of the Halloween cosmetics, and you can tell how long I've actually played the character. Except I'll have to turn it off. Nope. Not for this one! Ha ha! Wow, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, and here's some WoW history for you. If you are a rogue and you have, and you're playing through the class story, you can get Vanessa Van Cleef as a bodyguard. Vanessa, the daughter of Edwin Van Cleef from the Defias Brotherhood that people fight in the Dead Mines. Because she's a rogue. I mean, she has her own story, which is really cool. Hi, kitty thief. What you doing? I don't think Beardoin's seen you yet today. You want to come up and play? Thiefy? Thiefy? Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. So I understand people were not so happy with the second movie, that it really wasn't that good. Second was okay, but it wasn't a match to the first. I haven't seen either. I haven't seen many movies. I think the last movie I saw in the theater... Oh my god. I can't remember. Hi, kitty. Probably a Star Wars. Hello. My mouse catcher kitty cat. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his butt head. Oh. Look at you. Listen to this purr. Listen to this purr. Since Elvenstar is a mage, I'm gonna teleport to Orgrimmar. Before I do, I want to show you a cool thing. This one has a kick-ass. This is Ebonchill. This is the Frost Mage weapon. Does the purples, it does the reds. I don't have the green unlocked yet, and I haven't completed my Class Hall campaign for the upgrade. That one's kind of nice. That one's kick-ass. This one kind of makes me all wobbly inside it. I don't like this one. And this is from doing the group content stuff. Even more sickly. Bizarre. This is the PvP one. This actually, I kind of want this one. And I kind of like it. I mean, the design of the crystals with the outline, but I also like the fact that there is a dagger at the bottom of the staff, so that even you know, they can still stick somebody, which is kind of cool. This was the one that was the Mage Tower, which, as you can see, I have unlocked. So any character above level 100, I think, any mage level 100 or above who is not equipping a an artifact can use this appearance. I kind of like that one, but this one I like a bit better. It's more blue. Not sure I'm liking this one because this, even though the icon is blue, it's more of a purple. And I don't really care about that one at all. So I can still do the stuff to get these if I really wanted to. Now, as soon as I turned this quest in, there's actually a VOD of this. Is when I came back here to the Hall of the Guardian, after turning the quest in to get this unlocked, to get this main one unlocked, I saw a whisper on my screen, which indicated you go down to the basement to one of the teleport portals, and then you get teleported to Frostfire Ridge, and you get the thing that gives you this. Oh, that's sexy. That is sexy. Purple one is pretty badass. Green one looks pretty evil. But this is the one I want. That's me, isn't it? So it requires that I kill 1,000 enemy players after unlocking the hidden artifact appearance. I've already got 5. Somehow I've killed 500 players as this Frost Mage, and I don't even know how. After I unlocked a hidden... And I think part of it is, once you've unlocked a single artifact or hidden artifact appearance on any character, it starts counting for any other characters that do any PvP. So it's kind of interesting. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. What are you doing? So that's really cool. So I'm going to eventually get that one, but I have to, I believe I'm going to have to lock my level to do some of the other stuff. Hi. Let me check something here. Yeah, War Mode, Horde only gets 10% XP boost for turning on War Mode. No, I actually didn't want to do that. Put it back to that one. That's what I like. Do I actually have? Yep, I have Ebb and Chill equipped. Oh, yeah, I was gonna teleport myself to Orgrimmar. Mystery? Meow. Meow. Thief is comfortable. He doesn't want to move. It says turn on war mode. I refuse. Because this Azeroth autopilot leveling tool, it doesn't level for you, but it basically tells you where to go, what quest to do to maximize your leveling. It definitely wants you to turn on war mode. I have a purring kitty here. Also known as I'm a mage, I'm a patient.
What is it? Beware the living.
I'm gonna lock down my shaman. And then my horde hunter. Oh yes. I do have a little bird on my head. That's Pepe, the burb. Not to be confused with Pepe, the artworks, the frog artwork that was stolen and turned into a racist meme. Hi, kitty. Thief is trying to fall asleep on me.
Hello.
I don't actually have anything to say. Hi. My troll has a bird on her head. Look at that. Look at that. My friend Jordan Powers, one of the nicest guy at Blizzard. He's the one who created Pepe the Burb and embedded him as an Easter egg in Warlords of Draenor. He makes a little chirping sound. And moves around. He has costumes, actually. He's wearing the Traveler Pepe costume right now. You can dress up in all kinds of costumes once you've unlocked them. Alright, one more and then I'm gonna let you go. This is Crabtree from South Park. Had a bird in her hair. Thief, are you comfortable, cat? This cat is like super comfy. By the way, this is the other version of that one bow that I was talking about. the big difference, this one and the other one, the color scheme on this one adds the red and the gold, and has these two little thingies pointing out, but the rest of the design is the same. And I forget where it came from. It's a much easier transmog to get, and it's usable. The blue one, you can't use at all. Because it's a legendary weapon. But I honestly, go on, cat. One of the things I dislike about the WoW cosmetic system is that you can only acquire... I mean, one thing that is good about it is there aren't slots to buy. It's not monetized, other than you have to spend gold to set up certain options. Such as, okay, I want to apply this transmog. Unlike Lotro, your cosmetics, you have to transmog your actual gear to match what you want the cosmetic system to be. So let me check something out here real quick. So here you have all your slots of items, but as a hunter, I can wear any gear male and below, but I can only transmog male gear or stuff that is, flagged as a transmog. Now it will tell you what you haven't collected yet. So they're like, there's all of these outfits, and it will tell you where to acquire them too. Like, you can buy this from a vendor, or get it as a transmog, or get it from a thing. So let's start at page 28. Look at all the skankware we got. And it will even show you what you can even, get the dressing room. They don't have, well, I think there probably is one, but I don't have it. There's, God, look at that. There probably is a transmog add-on that simulates the plugin that we have that gives you that really sexy dressing room. What I'm really looking for is something that doesn't look like slutwear. Because I'm not one of those players that likes to have my character's boobs hang out. Or, this is armor, but it's showing off her midriff. I'm like, oh, she can look really nice. And some of these are only available or usable during certain holidays. Like, these are from the lunar holiday. I like that one, actually. That would go well. The red dinner suit. I think some of these should be available for folks who want RP, though. I want that one. Because I have a pair of pants that it would go with. It'd go well with that pair of pants. So I really don't have any Battle for Azeroth gear for my characters that isn't plate mail. So you can go to your weapon, you can see what kind of bows you got. I have some really nice... I really actually like this bow a lot right now. It's kind of cool. I like that one too. This one was cool. I used this one on my human hunter for a while. But they only have 13 pages of bows. So this is the Golden Bowl of Kel'Thuzad, which is the one that, she had. Got this one. It looks a bit chunky. It looks like something from Heroes of the Storm more than anything else. Had that one for ages. That one kind of would go well with the rest of this outfit if I ever got it. This one was fun to find. Sad to find. Then all these other bows that I don't have. And some of these are from Battle for Azeroth. I mean, it starts with the newest content first. That one actually looks kind of interesting. I would use that on... I would use that on a Zandalari Troll Hunter. That would be good for a Draenei. Definitely very good for a Draenei. Some of these I haven't actually seen, so we're looking at them because they're fun. And some of them will look different based on which faction you're at, or you won't see certain ones because you're not at the right faction. That looks painful. Green? Purple? Don't you do blue bows? Come on, blue bows. Give me a blue bow. Wow, good Christmas. There's a crab on that bow. There's a ram. Where was the one that I was really looking for? Now, for example, if they did time walking in Sunwell, and you could get Thorisdal, I would be all over that. But, yeah, they won't make it to be a transmog. That's evil. Some of these I'm like, what content are these coming out of? Wait, overpowered chicken splitter? What a name. What a name. Blackwing Descent, okay. So we're starting to get into like the older bows from the older content. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. I like that one. This is too froofy for me. I want this one though. Oh my god, I want this bow. This one keeps dropping for me in characters that can't wield bows. All the damn time. And this one, I would want to have, except there's a long-ass quest line in order to get it. In, ooh, that one's nice. Archimonde in the Battle of Mount Hyjal? Well, I should probably do, yeah. Whoa, hello. Wait a minute, is that? It is. It's a bow made out, I think I'd be sick. That one's not bad. I think that's on my list of bows to get. And then they go on to be like super boring after that. Anyway, let's get this character sorted out. And then I will cut you loose. Because it's time for me to go make supper. By the way, Quicksilver is one of only 2 characters in the entire world who have that name on a character in all of World of Warcraft. It's because the name, for some legal reason, is flagged in Blizzard's restricted list. And they had accidentally turned that list off at the beginning of Legion, or sometime in Warlords, sometime back in the day. And I had renamed this character from something else to Quicksilver when I realized the name was available. And that's how I also got the name Storm on my shaman. Though there are more people who got the name. And when Blizzard realized their issue, they removed any other Quicksilver on my account that was just a placeholder, and any other Storm I had. And I don't believe it has any relation to the Marvel Comics. It's just, it is what it is. But they put the list back in place, and, you know, now nobody else can have the name. Thank you for the follow, just in time, because we are about to head on out of here. Because it is almost getting towards 8 o'clock, and I still haven't eaten my supper. Haven't even made supper yet. So I'm going to go do that. And I will let you go. Again, I may or may not stream tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on what's going on. However, do not expect me to stream for the rest of the weekend. I will be available for Court of the Rings on Friday at noon on the official Locho channel. And I will be participating in the tabletop session at Mythmoot on Friday night from 7 to 9. And also will be shepherding one Professor Corey Olson from the back door of Goblin Town to however far we can get him through the Veils before the cleaning staff comes in and kicks us out. So it'll be fun. So I will see you Friday on the twitch.tv/SignumU if you're around. And if not, don't worry about it. I will be back next week. No matter what. Unless something weird happens. So bye. Have fun. Be good. And as usual, if you can't be good at it.